Can you give us your name, please, and where you are?
Hello, Mazin Amdekano. My name is Armstrong Omeje. Armstrong Omozoge Omeje. I am currently in Parkes, New South Wales, Australia. It's currently 6 a.m. in the morning, Sunday morning, 3rd of August 2020.
You are in New South Wales, is that correct? In Australia?
Correct. Yes, sir, New South Wales.
And where do you come from, please?
I am from the land of Idu. Biafra
What is Idu? We don't know
Ekuma.
what Idu means. Please clarify for us. What does that mean?
Okay, I will definitely, sir. Idu is in a part they call Edo State, present day Edo State.
Yes.
All right, we are all descendants of Idu. Edo State is a foreign name, such as, and Benin as well. We don't know what this name means, although this name Edo was derived from the son of Oromia.
We'll get to that later. Tell me where you come from specifically.
Okay. I am from Ekboma in present day Edo. My village is Uhiele. Uhiele, that is where I'm from.
So in terms of ethnic designation, which tribe do you come under in present days?
Well, they call us, yes, the present days, they call us Esa. Esa, which is not our name, because the meaning of Esa means people who run away, people who escape trouble, which can never be the name of an ethnic group.
What is your name? What is your proper name?
From findings and research from reliable sources, I found out that our real name is Ubiaja. The original name was Ubiaza, but now today is now known as Ubiaja. Although there is a village, one of the villages in Esan land is called Ubiaja. No doubt about that.
Sounds.
However,
do you know Ubiaja sounds Igbo? Are you aware of that?
It is. I know that, sir. I absolutely know that because we have a very strong relationship together. We are brothers. We are the same people. However,
who and who is the same people? Please clarify for me. Who and who are the same people?
We and the Igbos and all Biafrans. We are all Biafrans. We've always been Biafrans right from the beginning.
So you're telling me that Asian people are Biafran people? Is that what you're saying?
Asian people are Biafran people. Even the Afema people are Biafran people too. The whole of Edo State is Biafra. Only the royal family and few families that moved from Ileife with them. Because every part of Edo State is Biafra.
Every part is, I will get to that later. How many piece wrapper does your mother tie, if I may ask?
Of course, 2. It's not a new thing. Everybody knows that. 2-piece wrapper. 2-piece wrapper. Ask anyone in Edo State.
Do you have masquerade in your village? Do you dance masquerade? Because that's one thing that unites Biafrans as well. Do you have masquerade in your village?
We do have masquerade. Yes, sir, we do have. Absolutely.
Do you have any historic link to the palace of the Oba of Benin? Are you related in any way, shape, or form?
Absolutely not. We don't even know what the name Benin is.
Are you serious?
From Yoruba word, it's called Ile Binu, which means the land of vexation. The land of vexation, which is because a lot of things happened when they were invading that land. Ile Binu, then they corrupted the Ubinu, and then Bini, and then they added an N. It became Benin today. So those are Yoruba words. That's why we advise people in Benin to stop identifying themselves as Benin people, because that's not their identity.
There is something. Hold on a second, please. Are you aware that the head of every Benin Oba is buried in Ile-Ife? Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am fully aware of that. The name is...
Why is that? Why is that? Why would they bury the head of the Oba in Ile-Ife? Why? Why did they do that?
Because that's their origin. That's where they came from. The Oba dynasty, everything came from Ile-Ife. They buried, the name of the place they buried the Oba's head in Ile-Ife is Oru. It's called Oru Oba-Agu in Ile-Ife. It's in Ile-Ife. It's there. It's not hidden. It's not a secret.
It's not a secret.
It's not hidden. You can go and research this. People can go and research. It's not hidden.
I want to
take the head. I think.
Yes. Go ahead.
They take the head there and leave the body in present-day Benin, and then they come back with a replica of that head and bury it in Benin, which tells you that they don't belong there. They're not from there.
So the Oba.
True, this is the case.
So the Oba of Benin doesn't actually come from Edo land, so to speak. Doesn't.
Absolutely not. They don't. It's all about the throne. It's just all about the throne, taking the land, and definitely taking the land and turning it into, Yoruba land, just like they did Lagos. Lagos is part of Igodomigodo. Today, it belongs to the Yoruba. They own it now. So that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, no offense to the monarchy, but it's just a fact. We have to say our history. We're different people. I mean, our mothers tie 2 wrappers. The names of our villages, a lot of them have Igbo names. Like, you hear names such as Uhiele, Akahia, Ebele, Ifeku, Okalo,
wow,
Uboha, Ujoba, Ogwa, Udo, Uzia, Uromi, Eboi. All these are Igbo. So they're not Spanish. They're not Italians. And definitely they're not Yorubas. So these are pure Igbo names. So what makes you think, why would our people think we are not Biafrans?
Now, can I ask you a question? Do you have market days where you come from? In Edo, do you have market days?
We have 4 market days, exactly the same as the Igbos.
Are you serious?
I'll tell you that.
How come this thing don't come to the fore? How come you people from there keep hiding all these things? You have 4 market days in Edo State, that's in Asian, so to speak, or of course Ubiaja.
Even the Afema, even the Godomigodo people in Benin, the whole of look, Isako is our history, it's who we are. But this history has been hidden for far too long, and people, the conquerors rewrite history. That's what it is. So they've written history and they taught people that, look, we this is who we are. I mean, the Benin Kingdom only started 11th century, for crying out loud.
Only 11th
century.
Only 11th century ago.
Yes.
They came. Now, can I ask you to name those market days you have? Can you give them to us, please?
The market days we have is Eke market days.
Hey.
Uri.
Hey. Uri.
Aho.
Afo.
Ukwo.
Unkwo. Unbelievable. This is
yeah, those are they are various, they're different slightly.
Incredible.
Slightly changes, in the pronunciation.
And these are the things, these are some of the things that Ohaneze should have done before our time, which is to unite our people. They never did it. Stay where you are, please, Armstrong. There's something I want to play for the whole world to hear. From the mouth of course, everybody knows that I revere and I love the color and the pageantry of the Benin throne. I love it very much. And long may it continue. But we must follow the truth. Wherever the truth leads us is where we go to. Please stay where you are. There is something that the monarch said at a function which I want the whole world to hear, please. From his mouth, please.
Aspirations and history of the Benin people.
Yes.
Historians all agree that Oduduwas.
I'm going to cut you off and I'll get back to you, please. I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to get back to you so the whole world can hear this, please.
His son Oromia.
Let's start from the beginning.
Aspirations and history of the Benin people.
Yes.
Historians all agree that Oduduwa sent his son Oromia.
The Oba of Benin, with his own mouth, is saying that historians agree that Oromian came from Ile-Ife to Benin today. Are you listening? This is from the Oba himself, not from me, please. That the land where Benin people are today is igodomigodo. The Oba opened his mouth and said that the Oba sent his son, Oromian, to Benin. Listen, please.
At the request of elders of Benin to return with them as ruler of their realm. Oromia's stay in Benin may have been short, but before he left a child was born to him.
Oromiyan came, met a very beautiful Biafran woman, and gave birth to a son. Are you listening? Please. Are you listening? These are pure facts. This is coming from the mouth of, I think, what's his please, I want to respect by giving him his eminence. This is the Oba of Benin. Please, from his mouth. They came, the Oromiyan, a Yoruba man came, impregnated a Biafran woman in Benin, today's Benin, and gave birth to a son. Let's listen.
Who was later crowned Oba, and as is known,
the son was now crowned Oba. Listen, please. Listen very, very carefully. I beg of you.
before he left, a child was born to him.
A child was born.
Who was later crowned Oba, and as is known today, as Eweka the First.
Eweka the First. They are clapping on Eweka the First. Is a product of Yoruba and Igbo, so to speak. The first Oba of Benin is a product of Yoruba and Igbo. The name is Eweka, which sounds even because the mother gave birth and named the child Eweka, which is an Igbo name. This is from the mouth of the Oba of Benin. Please listen.
Oromiyan's time in Benin, however short-lived, he was an Oba, and so he was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end. He established Obaship in Benin by education. Therefore, the listing of past Obas should therefore begin from Oromiyan, as it is listed in the Library of.
Are you listening? The name of the Obas of Benin, because Oromiyan was an Oba, he was a prince, and he came to Benin land, although he fathered a child there with an Igbo woman, igodomigodo. Of course, everybody knows that igodo means key in Igbo language, and that's the name of the place. The key to the key is igodomigodo. Now, this is from the mouth of the Oba, the 40th Oba of Benin Kingdom. He said it, and Eweka was born. And Oromiyan gave birth to Eweka. Oromiyan, he said his sojourn was short-lived, came for a very short period of time, went back to Ile-Ife. They gave birth to a son, and because Oromiyan is from a princely bloodline, the son Eweka now became the first Oba of Benin. That is the history. So that you don't say that what Armstrong is saying is not correct. Even from the mouth of the Oba himself, the Oba has acknowledged that that they came to Benin. Is not theirs. Is there? I don't know if you heard what I played. Omeje, can you hear me?
I can hear you, so live and direct.
Did you hear what the Oba said?
I did.
Please go ahead.
I did. And before we continue, we know that we have a few other people who would like to contribute, but I can keep answering the questions.
Yes, I know. Others, of course, I'll bring it. What I want you to do is I need clarifications, please. I need clarifications one more time. What is the original name of that very area? What is it, igodomigodo, and what does it mean in the local parlance or language?
Igodomigodo means the key that opened the key, or the key to the kingdom. That's how some people refer it to, the key to the kingdom. And at that time, before the Oba dynasty started, the land refers to its leader, the king, as Ogiso. Ogiso. There was nothing like Oba. Oba is the Yoruba word for king. And that is why in Yoruba land you have Oba. Yoruba people know this history. They know this. They're not hiding it. They know this history. It's nothing to hide about. It's just that we don't read, we don't study. And of course, if you go online to search for history, you find a lot of corrupt information. But the problem is, a lot of those elders, those old people, they have the truth. They have the history. But they don't.
So why is it that your elders, they know all these things? Your elders know that those of you in present day Edo State, that you are affiliated, you are more or less Igbo, so to speak. So why were they hiding it from all of you? Why? Why would somebody from Edo say, I'm not Igbo? Why would they say such a thing? Why?
The thing is that a lot of these people don't know these three things. And those elders that know are all scared. Because if you talk in Edo State, right, they've implemented that mental sense of people being very scared. If you talk, they bring out those foreign, those Yoruba gods, like Sango and Ogun, Ayelala, some of those things. We don't even know what those things. Those things are not indigenous to that land. They bring and then they swear, they lay courses. So these people are afraid. People are scared. So they've been made to be,
But I don't know why Nollywood cannot do this. As somebody wrote on my page, I don't know why Nollywood cannot do such movies. These are the type of movies they should be making. Not one native doctor strangling a chicken, talking rubbish. These are the sort of movies they should be making to remind us of our history. Because when I say that our people, when we started preaching this very gospel, we said that our people are all related. When I went to Ishekiri and I said Ishekiri is Biafra, they asked me why. I said, from this car that I'm sitting in, looking at this marketplace, they dress, there is no difference between the market in Warri and the market in Owerri. It's the same thing. They dress alike. Everything is the same. And I'm saying that this, or as much as I respect and revere the throne of the Oba, and of course, our brothers, the Yoruba people, the truth must be spoken. That is what we're after. We're after the truth. And during of course, the plebiscite, it will be one man, one vote. If the people of Edo vote and say they don't want to be part of Biafra, nobody's going to force them. But it has to be one man, one vote. Because with this level of history at our disposal, I don't know why we have not gone far in trying to correct this very false narrative. Thank you very much, Omeje. Thank you very much. It's actually an Igbo name as well, again, Omeje. Thank you very, very much. Let me try and see if I can get other people to join this very fabulous conversation. We want to lay the ghost of Edo to rest so that when Edo people say that they are Biafrans, we want the world to understand that indeed they are Biafrans. I want to go to Owa to see if I can find her, if I can get hold of her and get her to give us her own perspective of this very burning issue. It doesn't mean anything, please. We're not fighting with anybody. Nobody is fighting with anybody. I don't know, Uwa, can you hear me? Uwa Sophia, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What is wrong with this phone? It don't want to work.
You need to put off your phone. Is your phone off now?
Yes, I'm off it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Owa. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Good evening, lovers of freedom all over the world. Good evening. My name is Uwa Sophia Obaze. I am from Igodomigodo, the present-day Edo State. I came from Sapmoba Road. My father is well known in Sapmoba Road. My father's name is Ezoba, Mr. Ezoba. The truth is very bitter, and our Igodomigodo people that they call Benis, they know the truth. They knew the truth, but they are afraid because of why? Because a lot of their parents, they belong to secret court from Ile-Ife, from Yoruba land. That is why I'm angry with Yoruba. Not that they did anything to me. That is the truth. So, sir, you asked Mr. Omeje one question that he didn't answer very well, but I want to answer that question now. Why did they take, are you hearing me, sir?
The world, not just me, the whole world is listening. The whole world is listening.
Why they took Oba head after death to Ile-Ife? There is a pronoun in our language that they said, that is to show that a lion head did not lost in the bush. That is the meaning. A lion head, the head of a lion does not lost in the bush. That is the meaning. There is a proverb that Oba of Benin, the indigenous people is the slave to Oba. I have the cassette, I have the audio record that they are using to threaten one person now. I have it. They are saying that we are the slave to the Oba of Benin. We and our unborn children plus us, our parents were slaves, but they said we and the unborn children, God forbid, that we are still slaves to the Oba. You know, that is to show that if this Oba of Benin die, if his son come in, so my own children, God forbid, will still be slaves to the son. You understand? They have been doing these things years to years. They have been doing it to us. And number 2 question you asked or Major that he did not answer, sir. You asked him about the 4 market days. We have in igodomigodo, the present day at those states, the Benin, they have the same 4 market days.
Are you serious? So are you saying that in Benin? Hold on. Are you saying that in Benin also, not just Eshan, you have 4 market days in Benin?
Yes, my mother was a village market. Mama Mike, go and ask in Samoba Road. Mama Mike, he go to village market days. 4 days. 1 day is for rest. One is Eke. One is different village market. My mother was a trader. He used to trade to a village market before he died. We have the same thing in Benin City. Benin, not Eastern land, in Benin City. Wow. You understand, sir?
In Benin City itself. Yes.
We tell 2 rapper what they are trying to do to us is because Oba Benin see that they did not hard fast. You know why they kill Ali, Professor Ali?
Ambrose Ali?
Challenged them.
You mean Ambrose Ali?
Yeah, Ambrose Ali.
Yes.
Yes, they kill him because he challenged them to let them to teach us the history. And the Oba of Benin, not this one, the father. They said no. They put Ali in prison and Ali get blunt and after that he died. Ask them now, they know everything. Why are they bribing Murphy if we are lying? They are bribing Murphy now. Ask all over the world. Murphy is not doing live video anymore. You understand? We are saying the truth here. Me, I'm not afraid to die. I will die one day anyway. So the Benin, they know the truth. Even the Oba of Benin itself, they know the truth. They just want to keep on enslaving us. That is it, sir.
So when you say that Edo is Biafra, you know what you're talking about.
Yes, the capital, the habit of the nation. Even the Yorubas people, they know it. Lagos belonged to us before, because when I was a little girl, they used to say Eko. Lagos is igodomigodo people. The owner of Lagos belong to igodomigodo people. You know, when I was a small girl, my father was an army. He served in Ibadan. He was a captain before he retired. He used to tell me, Eko. That means Eko is our language. Igodomigodo was Eko. The present day, the way they oppress us now, that was how they collect Eko from our forefather hand. Now it now belongs to the Yorubas. You understand? In Edo State today, before you get a job, you go to Oba Palace and bring a letter. So that with that letter, they will now employ you for a job. And the most of the job in Edo State is not our own job, it's for the Yoruba. The Oba of Benin, the mother is from Igodomigodo, when the father is from Ile-Ife. Everybody know that.
Wow.
Sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for such beautiful enlightenment. I have somebody who happens to be on the line. Please give us your name and where you're calling from. Turn your system down, please. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Osage. Then I'm calling from Cyprus.
From Cyprus. Thank you very much. From your name, do you come from Edo?
Yes, I come from Edo State, Uromi.
Uromi, thank you very much. Are you part of the school of thought that says that you're Biafra or you're Yoruba? Which one are you?
Confirmed Biafra, a very strong one.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, I want to throw more light about the Igodomigodo people you were talking about.
Yes.
Yes. I think when I was in secondary school, my grandfather told me a lot about the history.
Yes. We are listening. Go ahead. We are listening. Go ahead. Don't stop. Okay. Please go ahead.
Okay, if you look at from the Esan land, like the Esan is not our name.
Yes.
First, because the name is people that run away, like people that run away from trouble. And the Benin Kingdom, there's a saying, they say when you see an Esan person, you have to kill that Esan person first before you can kill a snake. Meaning, if you see a snake and an Esan person, you have to kill the Esan person before you kill a snake. Do you understand?
I do. I understand that. Yes. And what does that? What does that supposed to signify? Was it because Asian people killed an Oba? Is that correct? Did Asian people kill an Oba at one point during a war?
Yes, during the war. But I can't remember the particular Oba. Then I think all the Asian people were driven from the Benin Kingdom, which this present day Edo State is for igodomigodo people. And my grandfather used to say, if you check Uromi, you can still find older people. They are Igbos. They speak Igbos. If you like anywhere I go to,
are you serious? They speak some of the older ones. They still have Igbo dialect. They speak Igbo in Edo State.
If you have anybody from Uromi, anybody watching live now that can call one of the elders in Uromi, if they are willing to say the truth, they will tell you that.
My goodness. Every time we keep discovering, every blessed day. Thank you very much. I'm very glad that I took your call, actually. Thank you very, very much. I want somebody who will call from the Yoruba side of Benin, because they've been there now since 11th century, so it's been a very long time, and they're entitled to the land as well. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, please. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, my name is Olada Poshitu.
Yes, Olada Poshitu, please go ahead. We are listening. Thank you very much. Go ahead, we are listening.
Okay. Yeah, due to my personal research, actually.
Yes.
I feel the Yoruba people are originally from igodomigodo.
Oh my goodness. So we are not even expanding. So if the Yorubas come from igodomigodo, that means that we are now the same people. Is that correct? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, because Oduduwa was a prince from igodomigodo.
Wow. Goodness.
Yes.
No, please start again. Hold on, Shitu. Give us, where do you come from? Where do you come from?
I'm from Kwara State.
From Kwara State?
The Yoruba Ampu, yes. Ofa, to be precise.
And what are your sources, what are your historical sources to say that the Yoruba Oduduwa came from igodomigodo? Because if that is the case, that means that an Igbo man and a Yoruba man, we are the same people then. That's what it means. If they come from igodomigodo.
We are the same people. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Wow.
Because Oduduwa went to Ile-Ife and became a king. So the gods of Benin Kingdom, of Igodomigodo, after they lost their king, said it has to be someone from Oduduwa line, or Oduduwa himself, who can replace the late Oba. So he sent his son Oromiyan, who you just spoke about earlier on. Hello?
Wow, we are listening. Yes, we are listening. We are listening. We are listening. Go ahead.
And that same Oromiyan is also the founder of Oyo Empire.
Okay, Oromiyan himself is the founder of the Oyo Empire. Wow. After coming to Benin to impregnate one of our mothers, she then went to Oyo to found a kingdom.
Yes, the Oyo Empire.
Wow. I didn't know that.
You know, black people with power, they like to differentiate themselves somehow and everything. But personally, I feel we are all one. We just try to separate ourselves somehow, and due to what the British did in Africa.
Yeah, because I keep wondering, some parts of Ekiti, even the names, the answer. I told you about this very king from our place, from Oba-Agu, many years ago, told me that he went to a meeting of traditional rulers. And apparently, the traditional ruler also from Ekiti has the same surname as himself. Yeah. The same spelling, the same surname. So he was wondering how come that became possible. So that is why this very platform, this radio station is amazing. Radio Biafra. What our job is to follow the truth. Wherever the truth leads us, we go there. And if it is proven that somebody left igodomigodo to go and found the Oyo Empire, then I think that is the end game. I think that is that. I'm not sure the Fulanis will like it, but I think that is the end game, to be honest with you.
Yes. And for instance, someone like, I don't know if you've heard it before, someone like Omoyele Sowore, do you know he's an Ijoma?
Yes, he is. I know he's Ijo, yes, I know. Sowore Sowore is actually a Biafran, to be honest with you. Because he's part of Ijo, is in Ondo State. And he's a Biafran.
So, yes. In Ondo State.
Yes. Thank you very much for this. I am so glad. I'm very, or should we say, we are very lucky picking all these calls this evening, and they're making so much sense. His name is Shitu. Oh, my goodness. From Kwara State, and he knows all this history as well. And he sees himself and the Igbo people as one. That is amazing, honestly. Somebody said we should end the program. Because he's establishing a link between Igbo and Yoruba. Somebody said we should end the program. Some people, I love you all the same. Somebody is saying here, as a Yoruba man, due to my own research, Oduduwa was originally a prince from Igodomigodo, present-day Benin Kingdom. He was banished and went to be a king in Ile-Ife. When the late Ogiso died, the gods of Igodomigodo said the new Ogiso must be Oduduwa or his bloodline. Oduduwa declined and sent his son Oromiyan to be king. So Oromiyan had a child called Eweka, which of course is an Igbo name, changed the title from Ogiso to Obaship, and renamed Igodomigodo to Ile Ibinu, meaning land of vexation. Oromiyan later installed his son as Oba and led Benin Kingdom to go and discover the Oyo Empire. Hey, there is there's a problem here. Okay, we shall see. There's going to be some sort of DNA, I'm going to tell you the truth. DNA between us and our Yoruba brothers. We're going to have a DNA, because what I'm seeing here, people are stating facts. These are not conjectures. People are stating facts. And the Oba of Benin actually opened his mouth and said the same thing. So that means that the boundary of Biafra actually starts in Ondo State. So this is why there has been this delay all this time. And can you imagine, had there not been any Radio Biafra, would all these things have come to light? I believe that the answer is no. Let me take one more call and see if I can shed more light on this. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The world is listening. We are Radio Biafra, we are live and we are direct. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello, Mazi Namdekano. I know I am not from Biafra. Let me introduce myself to you first, Austin.
Go ahead.
I am from Gambia, and I am Tijan. But honestly, I want to thank you for being the enlightenment, for being the sea of wisdom to humanity. You are not only serving the Biafrans, I can tell you, you are serving the whole of Africa with knowledge. And I only want to tell you one thing, because I'm not going to talk much, because I'm not from Biafra, but I want to tell you that you keep the spirit up. You are a great man. I love your presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you. From Gambia. You said from Gambia?
I love your presentation. I am living in I am from Gambia, but right now I'm living in Holland, Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam. From Gambia. Thank you very much,
living in
my dear
Amsterdam,
brother.
but I listen to your programs through my friend.
Wonderful.
I am from Gambia.
Thank you very much.
But I'm telling you just to keep one thing up. Just keep enlightening the young youths, because I'm just 19 years old and I want to tell each and every Biafran to stand up with you, because you are a legend. Every legend Africa has been taken down, or has been taken down by this disgruntled politicians we have. But I want each and Biafrans, those who are abroad, those who are in the country, because I have a Biafran friend who told me that, Sheikh, do you know what he tells me?
No.
Let me tell you this. He told me that, my younger one, if you go to anywhere and you don't find an Igbo man there, run away from there.
Yes.
And I know that Igbo people are dispersed in all over the world. And I also know about one thing about the Igbo people. They are very intelligent.
Of course,
you guys have the wisdom, you have the courage, you have everything it takes to build up your own desired country. I swear to you, Nnamdi Kanu, I will come to Biafra with my brother who is always listening to you. And if I come to Biafra, I'm gonna be happy, even though I'm not from there. Biafra, let's keep this spirit up. I love you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you very much. I love you too, my dear brother. Thank you very, very much. He is from Gambia, but living in Holland. We don't hate anybody. I'm being honest with you. I want Africa to be free, and I'm sure that is the wish of every Biafran right across this very planet. Tonight's broadcast, people are saying it is a bomb, and that we must continue, that we should continue on such trail. Our desire is to bring this noble family together. But I don't know how that Oromian impregnated the woman, and I hope it's not by force. I hope it's not by force. The one that gave birth, because sometimes, as long as it wasn't by force, that is what I'm saying. If it's not by force, then there is no problem. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, please, your name and where you're calling from. Turn the system down. Turn it down, please, I beg of you. Turn it down. Yes. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Adabaya Chuboye Joseph. I'm from Anambra State, but I'm calling from Cyprus.
Give us your name again, please. Did you say Adebayo?
My name is Adabanya.
Adabanya, okay, please. I think I'm also Adebayo. See, hey, so good. Please go ahead.
Adabaya Chuboye.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm Anambra, but I'm not from Edo and the rest. But I just want to contribute particularly about the Igala Kingdom because it seems almost the same with the Edo people. I lived in Kogi State, Eda precisely, for about many years, so I can tell more about it. I heard about one of your programs the last time you talked about the Igala Kingdom and the rest of them.
Yes.
So it motivated me, and I started talking with some of my Igala friends I had, and I put it straight to them that can they really change the narratives of yesterday by looking into their histories? And honestly, these are diehard one Nigerians. These are diehard restructurers. And when I engaged them, they really went back and made research. As I'm talking to you right now, many of them are listening to this program right now because I really gave them the reason to understand themselves and to understand the narratives. So I felt, in as much as maybe I can't be in that position to do more, but the little effort I can do, I will do it for the struggle. So I think the Igala Kingdom too has this misunderstanding too, like the Edo Kingdom too. But a lot of them, as I'm talking to you now, they're beginning to understand that there is a problem somewhere and they're making changes. Which is very good too.
Wonderful, wonderful news. I am very, in fact, it's a very funny thing. Before I came on air, I stumbled upon, when I was researching this man, this very brilliant mathematician, Daniel Oyibo. He is one of the most intelligent men to ever be on the face of this planet. Do you know how intelligent he is?
Yes.
People don't know. The man is over intelligent, over brilliant, a mathematician. But we don't know him, we don't celebrate him because our people are blind. And I was reading about Igala. Do you know the funniest thing? Do you know that in Igala, they wrote it down, Igala history, that Eri, that founded Aguleri and Umweri came from Igala land. Are you aware of that? It's there, it's in their own history.
Yes,
so Igala is claiming Umweri and Aguleri. So that is how close we are. And as soon as we understand and unravel, I remember when I was arrested, they said, oh, why did you include Kogi? You include Benue, you include Kogi. And I gave them the history. of how a Janjaweed army came from the north, came into Benue, and was destroyed by an act of God. And at that very place where that army died from the north marked the boundary between us and them. And they accepted it. And I know that Hegala till tomorrow morning, I know Idoma, I know Igede, I will stake my life on it. That we are the same people and they know it.
Yes.
Two-piece rapper for market days.
Yeah, they have a lot of local governments in Igala Kingdom that speaks pure Nsukka. Pure Nsukka. They don't speak Igala.
Are you serious?
And they're under Kogi State. I let any Igala person corner. There are parts of Igala that speak pure Nsukka, most especially those side of the ending part of Igala land that has boundary with Enugu Ezike, Ovoko, and the rest of them. They speak pure Nsukka. They don't speak Igala.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you for your call.
For almost 7 years.
I can see that, and you're well learned and well grounded as well. I am very, very grateful for your call. This evening has been a thorough enlightenment, and I would have loved it to continue, but as with everything in life, it must come to an end, and we are going to visit everywhere. We've done Edo. Is there any doubt? I'm waiting for my inbox or anybody to tell me why Edo shouldn't be part of Biafra. They are very compelling. Once you have to tie two-piece wrapper, you have 4 market days. It's bye-bye and it's chicken, as they would say. I'm from Hausa people, of course, not Fulani. I have nothing against Hausa people. I think they're a victim of circumstance. And as I've always said, Hausa people are very good people. Hausa people are an ordinary Hausa person is a very nice, decent human being. They allow themselves to be corrupted by a Fulani Janjaweedism. But very soon we shall cure them of that very ailment as well. I thank all of you. I thank Omeje, I thank Owa, I thank all of you that rang in to give us a new perspective as to, and Shitu as well, who is from Kwara State. I don't know where he was calling us from. I thank all of you. But you can see now that things have changed. Maybe the way we relate to Yorubas may have to change from now onwards. Maybe we are related after all, but we need to know how Oromiyan managed to get our sister pregnant that gave birth to Eweka. We shall find out. And the fact that Oromiyan now left to go and found Oyo Empire, the whole thing is just amazing. There may have to be some DNA test. Very, very important. And Sabo will not be tested because Sabo will have Fulani DNA. So no Sabo should come forward, please. We want genuine Biafrans. I thank you all for listening. You can now see, when we say that Biafra is a religion, you believe us. You see how our people from Edo, we are tenaciously saying they are Biafrans. Every attempt to discourage them, they said no, they are. Today, they have made it known to the whole world. And we welcome them to this very noble family. This very family of IPOB. This very nation of Biafra. When we say that Biafra is our religion, you can now understand how fanatical we are about who we are. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship, because Elohim is our God. I thank you very much, all of you, for listening. And my love and appreciation for all of you knows no bounds. You can see what we can achieve once we have a civilized and honest discussion and debate. I cannot thank all of you enough this evening. But from me, from here, it is good evening.